Welcome to the Wear It Well podcast, powered by Wear It AI. I'm your host, Dr. Katie Yeung. In a world transformed by AI, one thing has never changed. Style is human. Here, we spotlight the stylists and creators bringing artistry, culture, and identity to fashion in the age of digital AI. Join us as we talk creativity, technology, and what it means to empower an entire generation of stylists and trendsetters. Isabella, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Would you mind introducing yourself briefly to the audience?
Yes. Hi, my name is Isabella. I'm a stylist. I'm a content creator as well. And I recently just started on Wear It AI, and it has been such a game changer for me. Finding out being able to virtually try on outfits and see how they look before purchasing them is literally my dream that I wish I always knew about because it's so helpful.
Thank you so much. We're also pretty new. So we are very happy that you're part of this very early emerging field. And you definitely, stylists and creators like you, help us shape how our products should look like.
Thank you.
So maybe tell me more about your background. How did you get into styling and content creation? I see that you have quite a lot of following online. So would you mind letting us know your accounts so we can follow you?
Of course. So my TikTok is at Just Being Bella, and then my Instagram is at Bella Diako, BellaDiako. And I started content creation when I was about 15. I was very young when my social media, when I started gaining a little following on TikTok. And then I started doing styling and fashion for several years now, where I've done all different kinds of styling for celebrity, for brands, and just learning so many different sides of it. And I also went to a fashion school where I learned as well and did so much internships and assisting stylists. So I've had a lot of experience in just fashion and entertainment.
That's definitely very helpful. And in school, did you learn fashion design or is styling a particular course?
I did visual communications. That was my major. So it was very broad. It had styling in it as well and a bunch of different sides of it. But they didn't really teach that much about styling. I feel like it's very hands-on. So, I mean, I learned a little bit, but it wasn't like anything crazy. I had to put myself out there to learn a lot.
Yeah, you learn by practicing.
Yes.
What was the first moment you realized styling could be a career?
I've always loved fashion since I was a young girl. From even playing Barbies, I always loved to dress them up. I was always dressing myself up. And so I've always had this love for fashion. And as I, grew up, I was looking into things and I was like, this is what I need to do. Like I started off by just styling my friends. And then from there, I was like, I need to do this and pursue it and just start even though I don't know much about it. So I just started doing my internships and assisting stylists to gain hands-on experience.
Oh, so what is an assistant stylist? Do you work with a professional stylist? And
Yes. So you assist the lead stylist for whatever project it is. I've done a lot. That's how I started off. And just assist them, help them style the clothes, pinning, running, whatever, grabbing the pieces before planning, just every behind the scenes, all the crazy parts of the behind the scenes that you don't really see until they happen, and on set as well.
On set, can you describe it for the audience who may not know that?
Yes. So there's a lot of different parts of styling. So there's putting together the outfit is the quicker, the the last thing that you do, like before you have to reach out for pulls to pull pieces for whatever you are doing. So you have to grab the outfit. So you have to contact the brand. So there's lots of emails that go into that to pull the pieces. And then just you have to have like a styling kit and be able to pin, clip, whatever it is, be very hands-on to make sure everything looks perfect before being presented. So just kind of being like their go-to and helping them in whatever they need.
Yeah. Were they styling for brands in store, or were they doing like photography for the brands?
So it would be like in-house for like shooting for the brand. So if it's for example, like a brand that I like started off with was called Addicted. So I
Yeah.
would be there
Oh,
on so I'd be there on set and we'd be there for shooting for the brand. So shooting for the website, doing campaigns, so social media content, and as well as e-com, what you would see on the website.
oh, very cool. Are you still working for them and working for Addicted?
Not for Addicted anymore, but that was definitely a great experience for me to learn.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely very refreshing to see their content. I like sometimes on Instagram, I was recommended by some younger girls to look at Addicted, and yeah, definitely I'm learning a lot too. Um, so how has Wear It changed the way you work or create?
Oh, it's actually like it's so cool because like before, I feel like one of the big things like in styling is you don't know what it's going to look like on you. So being able to do that is you could also not only pick out your own outfits in advance and see if you want to purchase them, but also if you are styling, you could see what it looks like on whoever on your client so they could have a vision of it without even being there in person. So it's very helpful to be able to do that full circle through online. It's just such a cool technique to have.
Ah, so have you seen other stylists using us or using things like this? Are they familiar with AI?
I feel like I haven't seen many people doing it that I know personally, other than of course like looking through the app. And I feel like if more people knew about this, this would be like it's going to be really taking off.
Oh, so we'll also thank you for getting the words out for us.
Of course.
Um, so how has the real-time AI styling expand your creativity and your creative potential?
I think it's really awesome because you get to see what it looks like on, and you can try multiple different looks and whatever it is and really expand rather than being closed off to less options because you get to see it on
Mhm.
full circle. So I think that's really important that you can see so many different options rather than just excluding to only like a few looks. You can see any look that you want.
Right, right. Yeah, and you don't have to buy the physical product, so you can then just use images and you can do all kinds of styling without the constraint.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I noticed you said a lot for yourself. Have you styled other people with it?
Yes, I have. It's really awesome because just getting like I have like some clients that are, out of state and I won't get to see them right away. So being able to use that is just it was actually so cool being able to do that online and picking out the outfits online and everything to see what it looks like on their body, not just like a picture of the clothes because if you see a photo of something, it might look completely different on like the person. So trying it on is definitely like a big part of styling is to finalizing the look.
Oh, what's their reaction? What kind of clients are they?
I have all different kinds of clients, but yeah, it's really great to play it out. Like they are like so excited that they're able to do this. So it really saves time as well because to narrow down the looks, and then we could really see like what we would actually want to purchase. But everybody is really excited about it. It's so awesome to have like this new technology that you could just do this online. It honestly amazes me.
Thank you. You should upload more looks on the site. So when they try them on, you also get commission.
Yes, I will definitely. I just recently started, so I'm so excited to do this with more clients and for myself.
That's great. Are they like working professionals or are they celebrities? Like what kind of styles do you do?
It depends. I'm not too much into doing celebrities, but I usually do like with brands or freelance. But just like influencers that I've used so far, just because it's
Yes, they will definitely enjoy this experience. Tell us a bit more about your styling process. How do you build a look from scratch?
Okay, so building a look from scratch, I love to come up with like a mood board before to see what the vibe is, or if my client were to give me a mood board, basically just like inspiration of a vibe to curate and make come to life. Or if I do have a one piece already, I kind of just play it by that. And of course, if it's someone specific that is a different aesthetic as me, then trying to hone into their aesthetic and complete a whole vision for it. I love to create a story with an outfit. I think fashion is just so creative and so versatile. You could do so much with it and have your outfit speak without even speaking for itself. So definitely making a mood board first.
Yeah. Now you can upload the entire mood board on the site.
Really?
Yes. Oh, you should try that. You didn't know. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very excited about that. I did not know that.
Yes. You can do just individual pieces, or you can have a collage of different things together. Just upload the whole thing on that's one photo, and everything will be put on you or your client.
Oh, wow. Okay, that just saves a lot of time, honestly, because then it could create something and then I could build from there. That's really awesome. Oh, I'm very excited about that.
Wow, great. I didn't know you haven't discovered it. We should do a better job telling people about it.
No, it's my bad.
Maybe in your next content, you can
Yes,
show. Great. So, what do you see as the next big trend in fashion or tech meets fashion?
Ooh, okay. This is a good question. So, with tech or like a fashion trend?
You can answer both.
Okay, I think okay, so something this is gonna be like, you might be like, wait, what? This is what I've been seeing. I'm very good at predicting like fashion trends. I don't know what this skill is. It's just in my nature. I always like ahead of time, I usually will get something and my sister's always like, what is that? And questions me, and then a year later we'll always see it taking off. So a fashion trend that I think is gonna take off is like 1960s pillbox hats. So there's these like little like there's like feathered ones, there's fur. I think it's a very chic piece that I've been seeing a few really cool girls wearing, but it's very niche and I think it will take off probably in like a year.
Wow.
I could definitely do like something with that because it's, if you look up pillbox hats, you could see like a bunch of them. It's something like I never even heard of till recently, and I think it will do really well. And then
you should put that on the trendsetter page and see if it takes off by our people here.
I could definitely do it. It's definitely like an acquired taste, but it's the way you put it together for sure. But I think like right now, the only thing that you could find is like the vintage stuff. So I think that brands will replicate that because that's what often happens is old. I always see a pattern of old archive vintage pieces that get like remade by like more known brands. But I think back to your question about the technology, I honestly think where AI is doing and just AI in general is going to be really taking off like quicker than we think, because it's already happening, and I just think it's going to keep expanding and growing. And I'm not sure what else would be like happening, but I think what Wear is doing is definitely going to change the fashion industry.
Thank you. Happy to hear. And you're definitely leading the trends. So
thank you.
So then what's one fashion rule you feel is outdated?
Ooh. I feel like I actually can't think of something, because I feel like fashion is just, I feel like things are always constantly changing and evolving, but I feel like maybe even simple as micro trends. I feel like a lot of things nowadays are just they're making pieces into just more, I'm trying to describe this right. I feel like a lot of things were like constant, like so much new trends. And I feel like what I've been seeing lately is that slowed down, and people like curating. Of course, there's still a lot of things, but I feel like it's a lot of like the same pieces. Like I feel like, for example, like winter fashion, I feel like it's always going to be like furs and trenches and stuff like that. And I feel like just honing into that, and like those pieces are coming, like they're just timeless. And I don't really think there is something that I think is going out of style as of right now, because I feel like what you do with it and how you style it is what makes it different. So
yeah, definitely seeing a lot of old styles coming back, like you said. Yeah, I think the pill boxes, I've seen it around. I like those too. I like hats.
That's so
Yeah. So since you have a lot of followers, how do you approach creating looks that generate engagement?
I think honestly, I like to stay true to my own style and like what feels authentic to me. And I think that that's like an important part if you are creating, that you're not doing it for an audience. Of course, certain pieces are going to be like attention, like a very bold statement, and dressing super over the top is definitely going to stand out. But I think if you do that in a way that's authentic to your style, that's when you're gonna find your actual like your niche and your audience, by just people that like and enjoy your style. Because of course my style is not going to be what everybody likes, but that means that not like I'll just attract the people that do like my style.
Yeah. Nowadays it's very crowded on social media, and it's also pretty hard to get discovered. So even if you have a lot of really good content, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get seen. So what advice do you have for newer stylists who want to build visibility?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out myself, just because there's so much new algorithm that comes in and so much new creators. But I think I personally like to add like my own little touch to my videos and my content and my style. So I think that just creating something that you're proud of and that you would watch on your own. So I like to like get inspiration from other people, not copy them, but just get inspired by the style video and do it in my own way. So I think making sure that you are doing something that you would actually watch and that you would like, that would stand out to you. So I like to like definitely content plan and come up with a plan before just like filming and coming up, and rather than filming like hundreds of videos that are like low quality, create like a few that you're proud of and that you put a good amount of work into, and even though it takes time, and to just be consistent.
Yes, yes. Let's definitely get also some of your goods outfits on the Trendsetter page and have other people wear your things. I think you can do the styling challenge with them. Like,
Yes, I'm excited to do that. I'm definitely going to be posting a bunch on there and creating a bunch of fun looks so people can get inspiration as well and see some cool style through it.
cool. Some quick questions. 3 words that define your aesthetic.
Ooh, that define my sorry, it kind of cut off a little bit.
Aesthetic. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to use 3 hashtags, what would be the words?
Ooh, okay. Let me think. Bold, fun, and maybe colorful. I think I feel like a lot of my clothes are just very much bold, colorful, and
Yes.
unique. So maybe those words, if that works.
Yes, of course. I love colorful. I think another stylist I interviewed the other day also said colorful. I don't know. You can see. So, okay, we are a tech company and we come from Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley has some kind of maybe stereotypical uniform. So if you can redesign the Silicon Valley uniform, what would that be?
Ooh, I'm trying to think. I'm sure. What is the uniform? I probably should know, but at the top of my
Don't
head.
worry about it. It's nothing fancy. It's like because it's so many engineers and it's like really boring
Okay,
t-shirts
so like
and plaid. Yeah.
okay. Ooh, a uniform. If I actually wore a uniform in high school, so if I were to make a uniform, I would do. This is a good question. I want to like think of it. Well,
What would you design for Tech Bros?
check. Probably cheetah. I love cheetah. I think it's so fun, and I feel like if you're gonna wear an outfit, it's gonna be a fun one. If it's gonna be like a print, but if it's gonna be a regular color, then pink, pink cheetah,
Yes.
a skirt, and a cute little blazer. Very much. Do you know Gossip Girl, like the character Blair Waldorf?
Okay.
Make it very Blair Waldorf, like the uniform. She wears very like chic, like uniform-esque outfits, but that are still very like put together, but they're so cute and like very girl.
Nice. So we say uniform with quotation. There's not really a uniform. It's like, yeah, the valley is not known for its fashion taste. So, what curations has gotten the most love for you? So which one of your curations and why?
I have this one of me wearing this red dress, and that one's gotten a lot of like the hearts so far.
Did you also make video about it for wearing?
Yes, I did make a video about it on my TikTok.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, so maybe the last couple questions about business of being a stylist. So what surprised you the most about turning styling into a business?
Ooh. Surprised me the most is how much work actually goes into it. I feel like a lot of it looks very glamorous because it is like, oh, it's clothes and you get to be on really cool sets, doing really fun projects, but it is a lot of manual labor, and I did not know that until I started doing styling stuff in New York City, which because I lived in LA for about 6 years and recently moved to the city, and I did, like, when I'm carrying stuff on the subway, like, you pull from so many different brands before a shoot. So you're just carrying really heavy garments and shoes, and you're lugging it on the subway. So something I didn't know is there's a lot of prep work and a lot of labor, and it's honestly like a workout.
Yeah, I can understand. I do design as well, so when I do shows and demos, it's always like because I make tech fashion, so they have
Wow.
electronics embedded in them. So it's usually like you have to build everything, and then you go to the place, you drag everything there, and after the show, everything's breaking up. So
Yeah, it's a lot. Wait, that's really awesome that you do that. Wow.
I haven't done that recently since I started wearing, because wear is totally digital. I feel actually
Yeah.
pretty relief for that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Then in terms of that work, how would you think Wear could help you reduce that type of labor?
Well, what the main thing of like the labor is that we are pulling so many different options for different brands so the client can try it on.
Yeah.
So this is like the best thing ever because it really can narrow it down. Of course, they should still like, try it on and see, but it's going to eliminate like grabbing like 50 different options and really just narrowing it down to like one or two so they already know what it's going to look like on them. And it puts like being able to put your size and your skin tone, your age, like all of that, your hair is just like, it's super helpful because it really helps you see it virtually without doing all the crazy stuff.
That's great. How do you choose which brands to work with?
It depends on what project I'm doing. So if I'm going to, I was working with something that we needed a lot of bigger designers. So you kind of it depends what the project is, but if it's something a more advanced project, then we're going to reach out to like higher end brands. But if it's something smaller, then just like smaller brands, or even I love to source try and do as sustainable as possible. So if it's something that I have more freedom with, then I like to even go out and source for the client, vintage, thrifting, all of that, secondhand, to make it come to life.
How do you find your clients?
I feel like everything that I've experienced is very word of mouth.
Yeah.
And definitely social media is a great way to connect and find people as well. But a lot of the things, I feel like being able to be in a bigger city is very helpful as well, because it is, a lot of things are word of mouth. So meeting people at events or online, all that.
Definitely. Great. We are at the end of the show. Is there anything else that you wish I asked?
Ooh, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, to ask, maybe it's for the mood board. So do you just upload that where you would upload like the outfit, the mood board?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, super excited to see what you come up with that function.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being our guest, and thank you for listening to Wear It Well podcast. If you love this conversation, explore more by trying on our stylist looks at wearit.ai and see yourself in a whole new way. You can book them also for your next styling events through our website. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and join the Wear It community. Until next time, keep creating, keep expressing, and keep wearing it.